Georgia.
What are we making?
Steak Alfredo with
Balsamic.
balsamic production.
Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to Tarantino's and Statesboro. Gabby wanted to do a video tonight where we're going to do chicken Alfredo, but I think we've done that way too many times, so we wanted to do something a little bit different. In the mood for some steak, and we figured we'd share with you guys how to get a nice steak dinner with a side of pasta cheap instead of spending $1 million. But steak prices are through the roof right now. Although, you know, when you gotta have it, right? You love steak, I love steak. All right, so what we're gonna do here, making the steak Alfredo balsamic production, right? You're gonna help me with the cutting and everything. We're gonna be very, very, very careful. All right, fantastic. All right, so what you need for this, guys, tell everybody what they need. Tell them the ingredients we have on here. Tell them the ingredients. What do we got? Name them off. What do we got?
Pasta.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Loud so they can hear you.
Steak.
What kind of steak? Ribeye?
Ribeye.
Nice ribeye. Nice and thin, so get yourself a small ribeye. You only need about 5-6 ounces of the ribeye, especially with all the pasta that you're gonna have with it. So, we already cut it up, we seasoned it. Make sure you let your steak sit out for about 30 minutes. This is a thin cut ribeye. It only cost us, what, $8 for this? For two, I think 6 ounce, was it 2 6-ounce portions? Anyway, I can't remember. Get yourself a nice thin cut steak at any grocery store. I always go with the certified Angus beef brand. It's my favorite, absolutely love it. We seasoned it, let it sit out for about 30 minutes. So we have our steak, and it's already cut into strips. And what I'll do is I'll show you. Here, pick up a strip of that and show them. Make sure you hold it over the cutting board so it don't fall on the floor. That stuff's like gold. We can't drop that. That's the steak, okay? So let me see. Nice thin cut, because you only want it to. This is another 10-minute dish, believe it or not, unless you make your own homemade balsamic production, which obviously is going to take some time. And that'll be another video. I'll show you guys how to do that. It's awesome, but it is a pain in the butt. All right, so we have our steak. What do we have here? Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Do the hand thing. You got to talk with the hand. We're Italian. Parmesan cheese, right? Any other cheese that we use?
Parmesan cheese.
But is there any other that we use?
Blue.
No, we don't use blue cheese. The only thing I ever use blue cheese on is wings. All right, so we have our spaghetti. We got our steak. We got a couple of cloves of garlic. And then, of course, we have, this is seasoning.
Seasoning.
Salt and pepper. And then, of course, some fresh.
Beef.
What is that?
Parsley.
Fresh parsley. Flat leaf preferably, but 90% of the time I can never find it around here, so we end up going with the curly parsley. And then we have a cup of fantastic heavy cream. Make sure you talk loud so they can hear you. You're Italian, you gotta talk loud. Forget about it. Let me hear you.
Forget about it!
Nothing. Okay, good, you got it. And then, of course, some butter. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this out of the way, because we know we have the steak. And don't mind my mess here, we're still in the process of building this restaurant, which I can't wait for you guys to see. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. We're a few more touch-ups. We'll be done with setting everything up this coming week. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our parsley, okay? So I hope everybody got those ingredients down. I know it took us a minute. Oh, and you want some beef stock or some chicken stock to deglaze your pan with. All right, you ready to do this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's your knife. Just wait, you're gonna do it exactly like Daddy does it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll, look what I'm doing. Get your left hand. You cut with that hand?
I don't know what hand I use.
Well, let's use this hand, okay? Put this hand on the parsley. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the top part of it off.
Like this?
No, like this. Always keep them fingers always tucked in. All right, that's good. Now we're gonna take this, we're gonna throw this away. This is, by the way, this is overkill for 2 people, but I'm trying to teach her how to cut the parsley. All right, so now put your hand over it like this, and then we're just gonna Not hard. Cut down. Go ahead. There you go. Like this. Look. No. Fingers flat over because you'll cut yourself. Like this.
Ow.
Keep your fingers. Ow, what? So we're going to cut up our parsley, and all this is just for a garnish. Just like that, okay? You got it? Your fingers can never be bent because they can go under the blade, and then your finger comes off, and forget about it. Then we're going to the hospital. We don't want that on live. Done. All right, so we got our parsley done. We just fix that a little bit. Then we'll put this aside on another bowl. Our parsley's done. All right, now we're gonna cut our garlic next. And then after that, all our ingredients are ready. Okay, so we'll set the parsley aside. Remember, we gotta put that in the end. I would have added mushrooms to this, but the young lady does not like mushrooms in her steak Alfredo, so we're not gonna add mushrooms. All right, piece of garlic for you, piece of garlic for me. Now, very carefully cut the garlic, just like this. All right, can you do that? Hold the piece of garlic.
Like this?
Yep. Flat, down. Hold it with these fingers like this. We'll do it, Taylor. Don't worry, Daddy. Trust me. Perfect, done.
Ooh.
Daddy's gonna do his. Nice and thin. We're not gonna put the garlic in first. We're gonna sear the steaks first. If you put the garlic in with the steak, obviously it's gonna burn. So we don't wanna do that. Cut yours up a little bit. All right, so our garlic is done. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our butter, about a tablespoon of butter, put it right in your, that's about 2 tablespoons right there. Put it in your pan, turn the heat on high. Okay, so let's get these out of our way. We'll bring our little stove over here. All right, so what you want out of the butter, you want the butter to turn almost a golden tint. Then you know it's absolutely perfect. There, move it all around. Okay, why don't you stand up on the chair now? Guys, gonna move you in. There we go. You're fine. What color are we looking for?
Green.
Gold. Gold. We're looking for gold. It'll start to sizzle, it'll start to bubble, and then it'll stop, and it'll have this gold color. You'll be like, what, is the butter even hot? Believe me, it's extremely hot and perfect to put that steak in, because all we're doing is searing the outside of that steak. Searing those juices, especially if you like a good rare, medium rare steak. Say hi to your mama. Your mama's watching. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Not too far, just a little bit. Now see, the butter's starting to bubble. Tell them, the butter's starting to bubble.
The butter's starting to bubble.
You're making fun of me. All right, we're almost ready for our steak. Actually, Jason Cohen, I don't know if he's watching or not. He does a phenomenal job at this now. He makes it all the time, posts pictures all the time about it. It's fantastic. Just about there. Yes, we're gonna put it in very carefully. And when we put, Daddy's gonna show you the first one. Keep those pop handles turned in while we're working. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the piece of steak. It's just about gold. Yeah, it's about ready. You wanna lay the steak down like this, okay? Do not drop it, because you'll splash yourself. And Gabby's got a birthday coming up, by the way, everybody. How many days?
5.
5 days. 5 days. How old are you gonna be?
60. 9.
All right, go ahead. We were supposed to do a video yesterday, and she reminded me 20 times, saying, Daddy, we got to do a video. Daddy, we got to do a video.
Oh, Daddy, it's stuck.
That's okay. Put it in there.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll help you. Stay right there. Go ahead. Pick it up. You hear that nice sizzle? That's exactly what you're looking for. Carefully lay it in, because you don't want it to splash on you, right? Yes, that's what happens. One more, quick. You want to do it? Easy. Don't drop it in. Lay it in. Lay it in. Here, I got you. All right, done. Good job. All right, so our steak's in there. Get this out your way. Here, slide over. It's going to splash a little bit. All right, so then look how fast it gets that golden brown tint on it. That's what you're looking for right there. That nice golden brown tint. Another thing you can do too is take your steak, dip it in a blackened seasoning of your choice. That Zatarain's a real good one, has a real good kick to it. I like to use that a lot, and that adds even some more flavor, so you get that sweet and spicy. It's another thing I love doing. My blackened steak. This is just about done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our steak. Baby, hold those tongs. You think you can flip that one? Easily. You want me to get it? You nervous? That's okay. I'm glad you're nervous. You gotta be careful. All right, so our steak is right where we want it. It's browned on both sides. You see it in those juices. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our steak aside. And another great thing is that while it's resting, you're gonna see the juices come to the bottom of the pan. And save those juices because you're gonna pour it back onto your pasta. We're gonna set those aside, let those rest. Which you should do with all your steaks anyway. Whenever you cook, even a full steak, whenever you do a steak, you want to set that steak to the side. After you're done grilling it, let it sit, let those juices get flowing all through there and everything. Oh my Lord, absolutely fantastic. All right, so what we need to do is I'm going to pour a little bit. We have just a little bit too much butter in there, so I'm going to pour a little bit out. Like I said, all you need is about a tablespoon. We kind of overdid it. And then you're going to add your chicken stock. It's okay if it's plain. It's gonna. It's okay. You're okay. It's normal. What? Yeah, exactly. All right, so what that's doing, all the goodness from that steak is actually coming up off the bottom of the pan. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our cup. You want to add that? Well, hold on. It's hot. You got to do it from the side. The steam is hot. You want to do it? All right, I'm going to set it down. Go ahead. You finish it. Go ahead. Put it in there. Gabby, go ahead. You got to pour it in there. My dish is going to burn. You're making a soup. All right, set it aside. Set it down. Set it down. You're good. All right, so we got our cream in there, and then we're going to take that garlic that we chopped up, that fresh garlic. You want to put, but you got to do quick, baby. It's got to be quick. Pick it up with your fingers and drop it in. Pick it up with your fingers. That you can just drop in. And that's why you want it sliced thin, so it's gonna cook quick in that sauce and help flavor it, along with the salt and peppered steak that was in there, with the grit that stuck to the bottom of the pan, and then we deglaze it, bring all that up. That's what makes that sauce fantastic. All right, and then we're gonna add some seasoning. Throw that in there. Not all of it, a pinch. Throw it in. Throw it in. Throw it in. Oh, you want to do salt, babe? Okay, so we got that, and now we're gonna add our pasta. And normally I use fettuccine. This I'm gonna put in so it don't splash. Normally I use fettuccine, but we're out, so we did some spaghetti. We had some of that left over. All right, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna let this come to a bubble, and you're gonna see that starting to thicken, and it's gonna be perfect. Then we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese. Beautiful. Who's on? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? John Gorham, how are you? So how's everybody? Ask everybody how they're doing.
How y'all doing?
And ask them where they're watching from.
Where y'all watching from?
Yes, it'll be on YouTube. She's very, very, very meticulous about getting this video on YouTube. Oh, because you have YouTube on your thing and you like watching the YouTube, right? She's one of my biggest fans right here. She watches all the time, all the YouTube videos that I have on there. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Elena likes to watch it too.
Who does? Elena watches them too? Elena is my granddaughter, for those of you that don't know, in Jacksonville, Florida, by my son Joseph Tarantino and Kayla Tarantino. All right, you want to add this in? Go ahead, dump that in. No, this dump in. Just dump it in. About a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. Dump it in. Just don't drop the bowl in it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we're going to turn the heat down to a low. so we don't burn the, see how nice that thickened up? You guys see that? Can you smell it? It smells good, doesn't it? You can?
I just want to keep it on one time I was working Sunday. This lady this is the women and squirt on my leg.
What?
No, I'm not lying.
It's you were watching a cooking show and she was doing something? What?
Squirt, and I called the women and they hit my leg.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not lying. Something like hit my leg. It wasn't water or nothing.
Well, that's amazing. All right, so we have it to the thickness that we want. Here, shut that stove off, baby. Shut the stove off. All the way up. Perfect. Pop this up. All right, so we're done. See how easy that was? Normally, 10 minutes, not even. We're gonna take this, pour that on our plate, and like I told you before, I normally like fettuccine pasta. Just set this pan out of the way. That stove's kind of hot, so I'm going to move this out of our way so we can garnish our plate and finish off with our steak. All right, so we have our pasta, our nice steak Alfredo, and notice it has a tint to it. It's not going to be white because we did the steak first, which put all that that goodness from the steak that we seared on there, and that's why it has that brown tint to it. All right, you want to help me with this? You want to lay the steak across nice and neat, okay? There you go. Like this. Daddy will do the first one so you see. So we want the steak to go all the way down. Let me help you. Let's fix it. That's okay. All right, get the other piece in there. Yes. Beautiful. Try not to get any drips. You don't want to mess the plate up. Go ahead, get the others. Right there. And we got an extra piece of steak. We'll pop that to the top. And now, see the juice you have left over? There was nothing in that. Now you got a ton of juice left over from the steak resting. All flavor. Pour that right over the top. Oh my goodness. You're eating this after? Okay, so what do we got to do next? Do you have any idea? The balsamic and the parsley. Very good. All right, so we're going to put the balsamic on. Daddy's going to do this part for you, okay? And then you can sprinkle, you just sprinkle the parsley on.
What is that?
That gives it that sweet flavor.
I always like when you do that.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
What do they call
The cannolis? Oh, when we do the syrup, the chocolate syrup on the cannoli. Okay, so now, baby, get some parsley and sprinkle some parsley. No, with your hands. This is for us. Not that much, just a pinch. Sprinkle it right over the top. Give the dish some color. Beautiful. Bada bing. Say bada bing.
Bada bang.
Tell them that you can order this anytime at Tarantino's.
You can order this anytime at Tarantino's.
So guys, this is what we have. Gabby's dinner. She wanted steak Alfredo this evening, so that's what we made, and she wanted to do it live for everybody. No, baby, no more. That's overkill. You don't want to make it look ugly. You don't want to make it look like a tree going out of the dish. And there you go. Here's some steak Alfredo with some balsamic reduction. Guys, thank you so much for watching. So much coming up. We're going to be doing a Halloween bash. More to come on that. I've already posted earlier on that. And a ton of great things happening. Next week, we'll be doing, not this week, but the following week, we'll be having our supporter dinner, the pre-opening party. Before we do the grand opening, and I will announce that day this week. We just have a few things we have to get done this week with the health department and the city and our POS system to get the menu loaded in, and then we should be open the week after next. So super excited. Thank you all for liking, sharing, supporting. Thank you to our star senders. And guys, I'm so super excited. Wait till you see this place. It's absolutely fantastic. My Betty? The parsley? It's not going to taste great by itself. Because it's to make it look pretty. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Sunday with whatever you're doing with your families. Let us know where you were watching from. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Chef Tarantino, and our Instagram, Celebrity Chef Joe Tarantino. You guys have a great night. God bless. You didn't like it? Tell everybody good night. Thank you for watching.
Good night. Thank you for watching.
Till next time.
Till next time.
What are we making next? What are we making next? You want to make a cannoli? She wants to make a cannoli. All right, tell everybody, forget about it.
Forget about it.
All right, guys. See you next time.